What's going on, you guys? So right here we have a new little mod, and it's a small modification, but it's gonna make such a big change. So I'm super excited to unbox this and show you guys, and I should have done this a long time ago, if I'm being honest, because this is gonna look so cool. Need a little box cutter. Now, just open it like this. That's fine. Look at this. And then these instructions. Got a little key tag. And what else we got? Thank you card. That is very nice. And stickers. If anything you get doesn't come with stickers, you gotta return it. So, nice addition for the toolbox. Now let's open this up, which you can see it is a new gas cap. So this is a quick fill one, which matches perfectly, or should match perfectly, with the R6. Let's actually do a test now that we have it here in person. Dude, that looks so sweet. And it's all metal. I think this might be like billet. Looks really sick. Hopefully the camera picks up all the detail. Yep, right there. Aluminum fuel cap made from billet. Nice. So you know this weight savings that we're about to get is gonna be crazy. Then this should be the hardware, I assume. Let's just throw that in here so we don't lose it. And there are the instructions. All right. Some instructions, you know? Just a little picture. Now, I want to do a little before and after. So this is the OEM gas cap right here. And you can see why I chose this color in particular is because everything that's not blue on the bike is basically black. Black stabilizer, clip-ons, grips, levers, everything, frame of course, engine covers, just the whole rest of the bike. So I don't think this gray silver gas cap complements it that well. So this should definitely look a lot nicer. Look at that. And does this blue match? I guess that's a really important thing. Let's see. I think this one's a little bit lighter, if I'm being honest. But let's put it on the bike. It's still gonna look better than factory, that's all I know. We can always switch that out after the fact. Maybe like a black, or we could even do like a bronze or a gold. But let's first install it, see how everything looks. But yeah, regardless, just look at that transformation right there. It's gonna be sick. So first we're gonna have to undo these Allen keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna assume this is a 4mm. And I cannot drop these bolts in the tank. That would be one of the worst days. Hold up, I think there's a bolt in here I have to do first. Yep. Nice little bit of fuel. Smells great. There we go. There's the old piece. Now the key's still inside of here, and to get this out, I believe I just need to push down right here, and then it should twist out. There we go. Now, I don't know if we need any parts from this still, so I'm gonna keep it right here on my workbench. Now, there's actually a good bit of fuel sitting right here, so I'm just wiping that up. And some little pieces of gravel too. You definitely don't want that to get inside the gas tank. Let me show you guys how it looks now. All right, so now this is what we're working with. So everything is gone. We do have one of these breather hoses or breather tubes that we need to make sure to feed in there. Insert the tube into the hole of air escape of the tank, paying attention not to compress. Then we have all these other screws, O-ring, and pins that we need to set up as well. That's probably the smallest O-ring I've ever seen. Now I assume we use the longer bolts with the one with the pin. That would make sense. So let's feed it through there. And then pop on this O-ring. Here's the other one, just a little screw, a little O-ring, and a nut. Yeah, and this little instruction sheet right here doesn't mention to use the OEM gasket at all, but on this YouTube video right here, I saw them doing it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It definitely can't hurt. Should just slide off pretty easy. There we go. Now my hand's covered in gas. Now I just wipe my hands with a gas rag. All right, nice. Just had to take a quick work call, but now we're back. And why I look so short is because I'm on this little chair right now. But yeah, so I saw someone use the OEM gasket in this video I'm watching, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, which makes total sense. There'd be a pretty big gap in between it, the gas cap and the actual tank if you don't. So I just tightened down these two little nuts right there. So here is how it looks. And that looks insane. It's so much better than the factory gray color that this is. This looks a million times better on the bike. Now the blue doesn't match perfectly, but it's still pretty close. Not too far off, I think. Let's do a little POV shot. Yeah, that looks great, man. Now the only thing, shout out to Greg at MG Motorsports, because I was like, dude, why isn't this coming off? Why isn't this coming off? Am I doing something wrong? Is it like stuck on there? And he was like, bro, you just gotta push down on these two tabs and then it comes off. And I'm like, oh. You think the instructions would at least mention like, oh, here's how to open it. Nope. Here I am like putting like 100 foot-pounds of torque trying to just pull this thing off when all I had to do was push down these two tabs at the same time and then it twists. Like that. The issue I was having though is this gasket. I think it's like, oh, there's like a plane passing. But the gasket on this side is like coming up a little bit. Here it's perfect. Here it's too low. Here it's too low. So I'm gonna loosen this all again and try to make it a little bit more perfect because my OCD cannot handle that gap. All right guys, we got a little bit of success here. So I loosened it all back up, tightened it down again, and now this side, dude, what's up with these planes? Come on, man. Okay, as I was saying, loosened it up a little bit and then tightened it down again, and that whole lip that we were seeing before came down. So that's definitely a lot better. A little bit low there, a little bit low there, but this is looking a lot better. Probably gonna waste another hour trying to make this perfect just because that's how I am. But I think that looks pretty good for the most part. That looks super sick. Now I need to put one on this duck right here. This would look great with one of those, like in red. Quick side note, stay tuned for some context. This is about to get a full exhaust, tune, everything. This thing's about to be set up. And I did just install some little mirror block offs, but that's for a whole nother video. Whole nother video. But if you're watching this, that's your little teaser. All right, I think we can call this install pretty much done. Again, I'm gonna try and perfect this a little bit more, but for the most part, probably save a good bit of weight. This is so light in comparison to this OEM one. I think it actually says how much online. Let me show you. Yeah, here it is. Okay, yeah, right here. This fuel cap is 3.53 ounces and the factory is 13.76 ounces. So you know this thing is gonna be noticeably faster after that. Obviously I'm being sarcastic, but why I think it didn't fit, oh my gosh. Hold up, can that focus? There we go. Why I think it's not fitting like perfect is because this is so universal. This goes on bikes that are 2001 and up. This goes on so many different bikes, so that's why I think it's like that. And we have another plane. But let me do a little bit of cinematics now that this is fully installed. So those are two small mods that this bike just got. Mirror block off, which you heard in the last video, and this gas cap right there. And this was about $100, and the mirror block offs were about 35 bucks. Yeah, this is about $100, and I think it looks great. When you're riding your bike, obviously that's something you're gonna be seeing constantly, so it's worth making the investment because it's gonna look really cool, especially in just recording too. Your camera, if you have like a helmet camera, is always pointing at that gas tank, so it spices it up a little bit and it makes it look a little bit cooler. That's a nice small mod that any of you guys can do. That's really worth it, is swapping out your gas cap. Now I hope you guys enjoyed that little install video. I know it was super quick, but I'm sure it's a mod that a lot of you guys would benefit from because it makes a big difference. Any angle that you look at it, now it's so much more cleaner up here and it just flows so much better with the entire bike now and all the mods and just the overall colorway, much better. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please take care, ride safe, always wear your gear, Peace.